What's up everyone, welcome back to Prominence, and my name is Grain. Revive Grain is my full name, and I've been having so much fun in this mod pack that I wanted to share it with you all. And we're on episode 6, and you are joining me moments after I stopped recording in the last episode. You may recall from that we found a quartz cluster in the nether, and I've been trying to work out ways of how I can exploit the riches that lies up there. And I put out a plea, and not many people were able to help, but I've had a brainwave. I've got something I want to try out. Oh, and by the way, do you like my new face? This is a relic. It's an immortal relic. It apparently makes me immortal, which I know isn't the case because I've just died. But anyway, on with the show. We have some quartz crystals here. Do we have a full-grown one of quartz cluster here? So I've been looking through various ways that I could exploit this in as automated fashion as possible, and ultimately the rates are poor if you use pistons to harvest these clusters. They are, I think, potentially, if you're using a Fortune 3 pick, which I don't have at the moment, but I will make sure I get, you can get 4 times the rates of drops from these things. And as you can see, yeah, this is just the few, as I've been laying the scaffolding, this is what I've collected. So it's not bad, even with a non-Fortune 3 pick. So I'm not going to farm this, in short, here. Anyway, I am going to use some create magic, and you may have seen in videos where people have turned blocks into entities, which means they can pick them up and pop them in their inventory, much like I've been doing with my digging machines. Well, I can do that with this block, and this block, and this block, in fact as many blocks as I want. And that's what I'm going to do now. Right, I've got a few simple bits to start this trial. Now this under here is a medium bud. I'm going to have to sacrifice that. Oh, it drops stuff. A medium bud shouldn't drop anything unless that's suddenly jumped 2 growth stages. How odd. Anyway, our cart assembler and a cart will grab what is above it. I'm assuming just the 1 block. It will probably drop the crystals. I need a lever, which I can put there, which has now turned that bottom block into an entity, not the top block, which I can, in theory, put in my inventory. So there we go, we have a minecart contraption that has this block. So all we need to do is take this back, and any other ones that we want, back to base, the workshop, and set up a farm in whatever way we want to. I've yet to work that bit out, but let's get back to that and get working, and we'll see what we can come up with. Oh, beautiful rain. He says, as he's in the middle of a 30+ degree day in a very hot room. This would be so nice right now. Us Brits are not built for hot weather. This is what I've come up with, a cozy little corner with some running water leading into some hoppers and going into this chest. We've already got 300 odd nether quartz, most of which I've put in myself through the chest, but this does grow very slowly. In fact, I just saw it grow at the end there. So the idea is we've got growth at the bottom of these row blocks, on the right, on the left, and on the top. And when they all get fairly mature, we can just chop, 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 and then go around the other side and do the same. There we go, underneath, just like that, nice and simple. It will do to get us going. I mean, I need quartz, and I need lots of quartz, and then I can combine with cobble to make diorite. Talking of cobble, we have this machine here, which is the original cobble generator that I built, but I've just got rid of all of this machinery that was turning gravel into iron and flint. And we've got plenty of iron and flint, more flint than we will ever need, to be honest. But it's just a cobble generator on its own, and as you can see, nearly 5k in there, in this big old vault of ours. I mean, I'm still trying to work out what the point of these is, because I'm not so sure that for the size that is the footprint of this, it's as easy to use. Obviously, you can't use it. I'm right-clicking right now. You can't actually access the inventory. But of course, pop a filter, not a filter, a funnel on the side of it, and then suddenly you can use it. It pops out on the conveyor belts. Right, so I will need plenty of time for this, and what I can also do, oh, some thunder up above, I can actually work a little bit on storage. So I'm going to have to turn that down, because that's crazy noise. There we go, 44%, whatever. So I've been kind of playing about with storage, and as a sort of early game storage, this stuff is awesome. I don't know if you ever used storage drawers. I think there's various different mods for the same sort of concept, where it's a very simple network where you pop some stuff in an input device, and then it shows you, it pops it into different storage components. So this has 4 different drawers for 4 different types of items. 2 there, and then 1 big drawer there, and it actually tells you on the front what's in there. But it does it all on its own. I've started to sort of mark some of the drawers that I want for stuff that I know is going to be plentiful. So these 2 here, nothing's actually gone in the system automatically. It's all been me just placing stuff just to mark up where I want stuff to be. Otherwise, it will just assign stuff in whatever order it goes into the system. So while we're waiting, shut up there, I'm trying to talk. So while we're waiting for all of this to grow, I am going to get to work on sorting out all of these chests to all of these shelves, and should make life a lot easier. And hopefully by the end of that, we'll have plenty more quartz to harvest. And remember, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this, you may wonder? Diorite. And diorite is needed for the dam, of which I've made a fair amount of progress since the last episode, but not enough. And this machine here and this machine here will help me, because I can craft them together, get diorite, finish that dam, and then have all the power in the world. The simple way to do this is with an access point. So I will probably need to link this to the network with one of these. What is this? It's a drawer connector. So it's basically, it connects adjacent blocks to the storage network here. If I pop that under there, pop that next to it, and then what do I need? I need a chute there, which I've just now put into the system. Oops. Okay, the chute has popped up over here. How do I take things out? I don't want to pick the whole thing up. If I shift and left click, there we go. Awesome. Okay. So I need to, if I shift and there we go, deploy the chute, make it see-through. I then need to grab a chest. So the chest up there, I will probably need to make it a double chest. I will use one of these lovely birch chests. Okay, there we go. So we have a double chest. Pop that up there. And in theory, if I were to put, say, nether quartz, it will, it seems to put, so it's put it over here. This means that I think these little four drawer units are 256 in each one. So I that will probably be right, actually, when you think about it, because this is where most of it's going to be. So it's just really a matter of emptying all of these chests, dumping them in that chest, and then, yeah, it will sort it all out. So I will bring you back when that is done. Okay, with impressively fast speed, I have already maxed out the storage here. This is crazy. I mean, I was literally just dumping double chests in here. It was speeding them through these chutes very quick as well. But it's now backed up to the point of there's no space, it needs more space. So I need to build some more shelves. I'm not sure why these aren't working properly. There should be 3 drawers here. These are slightly more expensive with iron in them. But they should be three drawers in there as far as I'm aware. I may need to do some reading about exactly what I need to do for those. Yes, this needs to be extended. Wow. That is all I can say. Look at this. It's all been sorted out by the system. Almost run out of room. I've had to really extend this significantly, as you can see. I've lost most of my wall. But I have a nice visual storage. And it's not... There's a gold key taking up 1,000 storage spaces, so it could be better optimized, and I will have a little play around with it to try and make that a little bit better. But yeah, I like it, but it just goes to show how much random stuff you get. Need a bit of light around here, I think. Yes, how much random stuff you get, particularly in modded Minecraft. There is so much to collect. But on the bright side, we've been getting plenty of this stuff. Nice and easy to mine. So this storage will be great just to provide a little bit of order down here. And it looks a bit better as well, doesn't it? So I'm going to... Oh, I've got more. Oops. Missed that. Okay, I'll ignore that for now. So this will be some nice early game storage for me. I don't think I'm ever going to have 1,000 diamonds, so I need to optimize a little bit more. While we are waiting for more quartz to grow, and there's plenty of it, we've got enough to be getting on with. I've got probably about 2,000 quartz and plenty of cobblestone, so I'm going to get crafting and get back to work on the dam. But I think before I do that, let's have a little bit of an update, because there's been some good progress. First update is inside. It is very imposing already. That over there, I zoom in, that is the full height, so it's pretty big. As you can see, there's a lot of diorite that's gone into this. Ooh, I just heard a zombie. Oh, there you are. Hello. Do you want to jump down? Come see me? I dare you. So anyway, yes, so this is now a good idea of what it's going to look like inside. It goes all the way around the corner, and if I can pop into free cam, you'll be able to see a little bit more. It's a pretty epic dig, and I've got no shortage of stuff. Oh, there are nasty things around. I need to be careful while I'm on free cam. The lava itself has been pumped all the way here. There's about 3 or 4 blocks deep, I think. But as you can see there, the targeted body of fluid is considered infinite, which means that we have an infinite supply of lava. It's just taken about 3 weeks, but I mean, this is got huge potential for power, and that will be something I will be looking at in the next episode as a matter of urgency. The last bit of update before I get back to building is that this side is very full, as you can see, compared with the river. So it's come up quite a bit, just like a dam would. The water's building up behind it. It's gonna go a little bit higher still. This is max height here, and I think I'm looking at around about wide 97 to get it up to. So there's going to need to be a little bit more damming to happen here. Try and make it look like it's natural as much as possible. But one thing I do want to show you is this area here. It's out of render distance for where I'm standing, but behind this render limit there is a beautiful little mountain valley, completely sort of circular shaped, and it's giving me good vibes. And I'm thinking there is big potential for a bit of a manufacturing area around here, which we could connect with a train line along here. I've built an initial sort of footpath at least to get around there, but a train line that could snake around here, come down to my workshop, pick up any bits there, and head into town. And yeah, I like trains. I will make... What on earth is going on with this? I'll make no bones about liking trains, but I'm also a little bit worried about this here sugarcane. Shouldn't sugarcane be limited in height? That is crazy. Wow. Anyway, slightly distracted. Back to the dam. So yes, we have infinite lava. We've got water that still needs to fill up at the back. We've got to get that back wall up to full height. And then we can start harnessing the power of this stuff. Oh my word. What are you? Thankfully, you're not particularly hard to kill. Pretty creepy though. This bridge probably needs to be restored as well. This could be a railway bridge potentially. Once again, I am without shaders, quite simply because it's too hot in this room and shaders make my computer go warm. Don't like it. Rain don't like it. So in this rain, I'm keeping cool without shaders. I will put shaders back on just as soon as the weather, or the temperature more precisely, calms down a bit. And now for some dam building. Progress has been made. Welcome to my construction site, which is a supposed to resemble a shipping container, using this pretty cool block andesite sheet, which I guess is supposed to look metallic. But actually, how about this? Do you notice anything odd about this wall? Anything strange? Anything different? Yes. Vertical slabs. Vertical slabs. Vertical slabs. How cool is that? Mojang, please. Vertical slabs in the main game. Please. So much more flexibility for those that want to get creative with their builds. So anyway, we are building the dam up, and this is what I've been doing. Lots of diorite is... oh, no, that's not how you do it. It's 4. Building up the diorite and trying to get as much as possible. And there's not a huge amount I get out of it, but it's like for like. So this is where I've been crafting the 2 blocks, the polished diorite pillar, and where is the other one? The diorite pillar. So this is a block, and this is a create mod block. There, yeah, look at it. It is pretty cool. Oh, and also shaders are on again. Thank goodness. There's been a bit of a drop in temperature, so sitting around my computer is actually bearable. And also, I've got aircon, so I'm a happy man. I'm much happier than I were 3 days ago when I last spoke to you. I was kind of melting. So we have progress. The crane here, or the hose and the water pumping is finished. So this is actually the final level of the water, is 1 block below that. So as you can see, it's pretty high. The back wall is completely done to full height. The front wall's still got a little bit of building up to do. So now the lava is at maximum capacity, or infinite capacity. I've started the process of decommissioning my lava farm, which is not easy. I've poured water over it. I just need to mine all that obsidian. and then work out what I'm going to do with these. So I probably will need to bucket some lava somewhere else. I might just pour it in there in the main area and have done with it, so that I can build up the wall on this side. So that's done. Let's have a quick look inside, because I've actually, just to save me going mad from placement of diorite, I've actually started to build some interior, and in sort of an industrial style, using these wonderful blocks that I've got. Where are they here? The metal girders, that's what they're called. So these things here, they're pretty cool. And you can actually, I've used them up here to fix the pipe too. You can use brackets on girders as well, so it gives it a real nice industrial look. Yeah, one slight mishap. There was a leak from up there, and we've ended up with an obsidian island has formed in the middle of the dam. Whether that actually means it's an infinite source anymore, I'd like to think it is, but I may need to get rid of that obsidian and fill that back in with lava, which obviously I've got buckets over there that I can use from the cauldrons. Let's have a quick look around here. Up there I have a water wheel, which is very difficult to see. Let's fly up here. So I have a water wheel that's actually powered by water from behind the dam, and so it is true hydroelectric power. That water wheel then is turning the pump up here, which also is sucking water from the other side of the dam, which is an infinite water source. And slowly but surely, we are filling up this tank. I need to do the same with this infinite lava source. I'll probably build another tank here. We need to fill that up. And with water and with infinite lava, we're able to heat water, and we create steam. Steam creates power, and with that, the world is our oyster, and this will actually be a power producing dam, just as intended. And yes, there's just this front wall to do. I'm going to build kind of a crossing at the top. It's going to have a roof on it, if that's like this bit here. And as you can see, yeah, the water is very high, so it's a bit precarious at the moment, just with one wall holding it up. I'm sure the villagers aren't that scared, though. It's looking splendid. It really is. It's full height. Road across the top will mean that it can be crossed. I don't know. Maybe that we could get a train line across here if this is wide enough. Maybe, quite possibly. Can't wait till the trains start. So the next step is to finish this the exterior structure of the dam off. So I'm going to get working on that. Sadly, Replay Mod isn't working for me. It doesn't seem to play very well with this mod pack. So yeah, I'm just going to have to build a bit at a time and come back to you. And yeah, so get this done. And then also we need to finish off the other tank in here for lava. And then we'll probably call it a day for this episode. It's taken a long time to film this episode, I know. Hope you don't mind. It's basically been a week where it's been too warm and I've not really felt like sitting in front of a computer. And of course, I've been doing a lot of very boring block placement as well. Right, okay, let me get building and I will see you in a moment. Several hours later, the dam is structurally complete. There's a lot of detail that still needs to go in, although I'm pretty proud of my diorite roof discovery here, which is a McCaw's Roofs block, and it just gives the dam a little more of a sloping look and less of a steppy look, which you don't get that many steppy dams. However, you do get, they tend to be thicker at the bottom, I guess, because there's more water pressure. So I haven't done this yet. I've been delaying that because I don't fancy bucketing lava. Oh, there's a roadblock there. There's a roadblock there. Oops, I've got some tidying up to do. But yeah, this sort of industrial looking stuff inside is looking good, albeit a bit dark. I'm going to need to look at lighting. Oh, I can just go through here, can't I? Yeah, it's a bit dark and mysterious in here at the moment. That's still there. I'm going to ignore that, and I need to light up the interior. I've run out of time really to do the rest of the lava collection and wait for this to fill up. I don't think it's full, is it? Yes, it is full. Yes, it's maxed out. Okay, good. So yeah, next episode we'll start work on the interior and some power generation. But yeah, it's all enclosed. It's pretty dark. There's gonna be more of this kind of iron, what's it called, catwalk and catwalk stairs, which I think just are perfect for this scenario. It's what I'd expect to see inside a dam. I clearly wouldn't expect to see lava inside a dam, of course. But such is this game, that lava is pretty critical to anything you want to do at scale. Oh, I've added a roof up there as well. Okay, so I've got a little bit of tidying up to do. I've missed a block there as well. What on earth was I playing at? I was rushing. That's what I was doing. But it's pretty nice. It's huge. It's quite ominous, really, when you look at it from down here. I want to see if I can get a thumbnail from down here that actually does justice to it. I'm tempted to keep that. I love that red glow. It's pretty cool. We'll see if I can work that into the design somehow. But yes, with the dam is structurally 99.9% complete. And yeah, we have a nice bridge across the top. And we have some water built up behind it. We've got the town down there. Next episode, as I say, we'll do some work on the power. We'll do some exploratory wandering around the back there, just to show you a little bit more about that lovely sort of mountain valley that I told you about earlier. But I think that's enough for now. The dam is pretty much there. I'm relieved I don't have to think about diorite for some time. Thank you for watching, everyone. Appreciate, as always, your comments, your likes, and even a subscription if you are not subscribed already. Thank you, everyone. Take care. See you next time.